Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. I haven't filmed an actual sit-down video in such a long time, and truthfully I think that's kind of because, as you guys know, I've been suffering a lot with anxiety and depression, and the only videos that have really been exciting or motivating for me have been my true crime videos, which have definitely been a favorite. And even if you don't think that you're gonna like true crime videos, just watch one of mine. I'm not just saying that because they're my videos. Obviously, I am proud of them. I put a lot of time and work into them, but I got a lot of comments saying I didn't think I was gonna like these videos. I was just bored one day and I watched one and then I watched them all and I loved them. With that said, as you guys know, I have been suffering from really terrible anxiety and depression this past month. June was terrible, and I have some anxiety related favorites that I'm gonna share with you at the end. I also have a new bag that I'm gonna share with you at the end. It was a big purchase and something that I really thought about, but I've been getting a lot of questions, so I think you guys will be really excited to see that. I haven't done like a favorites video in a while. I feel like I haven't really been keeping you in the loop with like what I've been using. I actually have tried a bunch of new products this month. I started using the IGTV feature on my Instagram page, and I have a Sephora haul on that, and I also have a first impression of a new foundation where I tried the Benefit Soft Focus Foundation. I have some new favorites. I have some things that I have recently rediscovered, some things that I've just discovered, and they are all current favorites. One more little housekeeping thing. I swear I'm not trying to make this into like an update video, but I am so excited to finally tell you guys that Signet Collection is offering free shipping within North America, so we are so excited to finally be able to offer that to you guys. We are working on our next collection. This was kind of our first launch, then summer collection, because these are such summery designs. We will be launching our next collection in a few months. I just wanted to let you guys know that we are almost completely sold out of the lemons, and we won't be reprinting. I think we have under 20 total, like of the big size and the small size, so if you've been waiting to purchase the lemons, now's your shot. And then of course I have to show you the Evil Eye one. I know so many people are going to Greece and Italy and places in the Mediterranean for their summer vacations. Hello, this is the best case ever for that. My cousin just went to Greece, and I gave him one of these because I just knew like he needed it. Like, I feel like if you're going on vacation, you need this phone case. Not only are these cases super adorable, they're also really protective. I was just really excited to tell you about the free shipping, really. I've been getting a lot of questions recently about what I've been doing to my skin, which is nice because I really don't feel like my skin is in tip-top shape right now. Oh, I stopped doing as much, and I still kept up like with the cleansing and moisturizing, but I wasn't doing so many masks and like so many treatments on my skin. Sunday Riley actually sent me this cleanser, and I really wanted to talk about it because for so long I just avoided this in Sephora because it's called a clay cleanser, and I would think about this, I would imagine it being almost like the texture of a sulfury mask, more like a clay mask, and I really wasn't into that. So they sent me a package and it included this, and then as soon as I pumped it out the first time, I realized that I was worried or not interested for a dumb reason, and it's actually turned out to be one of my favorite cleansers. What I like about this cleanser is it's a clay cleanser, so it's really good for drying out impurities in your skin and also tightening your pores, but it also has brightening agents in it like vitamin C that just kind of really make your skin brighter and not as dull. I have to say that this is a pretty good like all-in-one sort of product. I actually notice a difference when I use this cleanser versus when I use a more like gentle cleansers. And this is also sort of like a double whammy product. Sunday Riley doesn't have a huge range of products, but you can mix a bunch of their products and kind of create new products. So something that people really love doing with Sunday Riley, they even have like, I think it's called a Flash Fix kit, is they mix the Good Genes serum with this cleanser, and they kind of create a little bit of a mask, a flash facial. So if you have both, or you have one of them and you want to kind of create two new products or try two new products, I'd really suggest picking this up. I'm almost done, and it's definitely a product that I would consider repurchasing. I just have so many cleansers that I need to work through before I actually need to buy a cleanser. So this is also sort of related to skin, but not like, well, I guess it is a skincare product. This is by Drunk Elephant. I've received so many questions about this product, and this is their d-bronzi anti-pollution sunshine serum. I'm so happy I said it once. People always make fun of James Charles for slurring his words. If you guys could only see how much I have to cut out of my videos because my words slur. It is so annoying. This I received in PR before it even launched. I had no idea they were launching a new product. I was really intrigued from the beginning because if you guys watched me last summer, you know I was obsessed with Becca Topaz. I still love that product, but I love using something that's a little bit shimmery, or just like, I don't know, with a little bit of a tint to give your skin a little bit of a glow, a little bit of, I guess just like a wash of sunshine on your face. And this is a great product to do exactly that. But it's not like Topaz in the sense that it's not shimmery. I think there is like a little bit of a glow, but overall it's not like a luminizing product that you would put on top of your foundation or mix into your foundation to give you like cover effects, dewdrops, you know what I mean? I like using this when I do my makeup, when I don't do my makeup. If I'm just, you know, walking over to the office in the morning and not really gonna do full glam, I love using this because it sort of just reflects off of your skin and almost like blurs imperfections. Like for me, I have some dark spots, or I might have like a little black head on my cheek. It really just kind of puts a filter over your face, and I really like it. In terms of face makeup, I have been using a few different foundations, trying to figure out what I like in my collection, trying to whittle down my collection as usual. I've been really loving Armani Luminous Silk. I recently used the Clinique Beyond Better, the one with the brush that I've had in my collection for a while. I used the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation yesterday, so I've been trying to use the foundations that I have. So I haven't really been trying any new foundations except for the YSL All-in-One Glow foundation that I did a first impression video on. Such a good foundation. But I do have a new concealer, and funny enough, it's by Kim Kardashian West. I got the concealer in number 6. I have to say I surprisingly like this concealer. I use it either with my Shape Tape or alone sometimes, depending if I have a little bit more color, if I need a little bit of a darker concealer, because it is a little bit light for me. But the coverage is really great, and it definitely does give you that very bright, chiseled, like, under eye look. I don't find that it creases underneath my eyes. I feel like it's very similar to Shape Tape. I really do like it, and I wouldn't hesitate to repurchase it. It blends out really well with the Beauty Blender. It sets really well under the eyes. Okay, so next we have some highlight and contour palettes. So if you watched my Sephora haul on IGTV, you would see this cute little Dior palette, and I saw this on Trend Mood a while ago. It's their Dior Backstage collection. I love this packaging. It looks so cheap, and I love that. I can't explain why. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I love that it looks so cheap, but it's Dior. With that said, I really do like these powders. They're really creamy, and what I like about this is that you can use, like for me personally, I can use all 4 of these on my eyes to create a very neutral eye look. They're very creamy, very blendable, and for my skin tone they work really well. I especially like the Contour Light. It's just a very nice chocolatey brown contour color, and then the Contour Deep, it has a little bit of a red undertone, which is really nice for the summer because it kind of mimics like a natural suntan where you might have gotten a little burnt, but it doesn't look burnt. It just is a very natural color. Speaking of highlight, Pixi sent me their new highlighters. Pixi is very generous and they send me the PR, but there's not, I haven't really liked or found a favorite necessarily from any of the makeup that they've sent. I've used some of them and I like some of them, but it's never something that I've repeatedly reached for every day. So they sent this new collection, like you probably saw it on Instagram. It was the PR collection. It had that glow and it was a really cute box. And they sent 2 new highlighters, and they're called the Glowy Gossamer Duos. The one I brought for you today is called Subtle Sunrise. This formula really reminds me of the Anastasia and Amrezy formula because it's not as like wet and creamy feeling as, let's say, Becca, but it is very pigmented and just gives a beautiful sheen on the face. I really like these, and I really like the effect on the skin. It doesn't enlarge the pores. It doesn't make anything look weird. It's just a really great drugstore highlighter. But Pixi, I mean, their price points are a little bit higher. I don't know if you would really consider it drugstore. It's not like a $5 highlighter. Now for eyes, I just have 3 quick favorites. The first 2 I'm going to talk about are for the bottom lashes. So for the longest time, I was very anti putting mascara, shadow, anything on the bottom lash line because I felt like it made my eyes look smaller, but I just had to find the right products. So the first one I want to talk about is the Tarte Fake Awake. It's a nude eyeliner pencil, and I really like it. I like the applicator. It's very easy to use. It's just a little twist off thing like this. But what I like about this is that it doesn't budge on your waterline. It doesn't get goopy or crusty or gross or like all like weird and cloudy looking on my waterline. It really stays put all day long, and the color is just very brightening and very flattering on the eye. To kind of complement that and just give more of an open eye doll-like effect, I've been loving this IT Cosmetics Tightline. And this is a 3-in-1 product, but it's such a small little brush. Like, it's definitely, like, I don't really know how you would use this for eyeliner, but I really like this for my bottom lashes because it isn't isn't clumpy. It's really easy to get in. You don't have to like try and maneuver this giant brush around. Like as an example, this brush is by Milk Makeup. I love this mascara, but it's hard when you have this big mascara and you're trying to get underneath your eye. It's big, and you know, big isn't always better in case of mascara. Speaking of mascara, this is the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, and I'm not gonna lie, I think this came out around 420. And I was really interested in it because of the name. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how companies and businesses, especially in Canada where marijuana is going to be legalized in October, I think it's going to be really interesting to see how companies maneuver around the legalization. Like, are they going to promote it? Are they going to pretend it doesn't exist? Anyways, Milk Makeup, which I think is a UK brand, they came out with their Kush Mascara, and they also have like an eyebrow product now. And if you guys have watched me for a while, you know I never spend money on mascara. I kind of had a moment of weakness, and I just did this big Sephora order, which you can see on my Instagram. And I ordered this, and right away I fell in love. So this literally makes you look like you have the most long, beautiful eyelash extensions ever. And it's a very unique texture because I would, you know what, if I were to explain what this texture is or what the formula of this mascara is like, I would say it's sticky, and it really grips the lashes. And like, if I can zoom in, I'll try and zoom in after, like on the top, it looks sticky, but not in a bad way. It just really does a great job of coating the lashes, making them super long, lengthening them, giving a little bit of volume. And I love this. It's just a real showstopper mascara. Now we're going to move on to the last products, makeup products, and that is lips. Not too many new lip favorites. I'm really trying not to buy another nude lipstick or lip liner. I'm really trying to work through what I have. Two new favorites this month. The first one is by Kim Kardashian, and I got the #1 nude lipstick. I kind of was not sure if I wanted to include this in this video because even though it's a favorite, I wouldn't repurchase it. And I wouldn't say it's necessarily worth the price tag, especially if you live in Canada and you need to factor in the conversion rate and the shipping, because it just doesn't seem to justify the price tag. But with that said, I really do like the color. It's a very nude color. Like, it's definitely not something that I would wear like just like smeared all over my lips. It's definitely a color that I need to mix, but I love it to just put on the like middle of my lips, rub it together, put a gloss on top, and it's a really nice nude plumping color. And it actually works with a lot of nude lip liners. So do I regret this purchase? No. Do I use it pretty much every day? Yes. But I feel like the formula is cheap. Like, I feel like when you put on a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, or I don't know, even a MAC lipstick, it just hugs the lips and it doesn't skip, and it just is creamy and luxurious and luxe, and it feels good. But I can't explain this one because it is very pigmented, but it just seems like not like a greasy formula. It just doesn't seem like a very expensive formula, if that makes sense. But I do like the color. I'm going to use it up, but I probably wouldn't repurchase it. If I had to compare it to like a MAC lipstick color, it's actually, you know what? I knew exactly which one as soon as I said that. Hue. If you want this sort of color to get this same effect, Hue by MAC. And then for glosses, you guys know how I feel about lip gloss. I used to not be a lip gloss person, but now I am, and I love peachy glosses like this one by Makeup Forever. When my lips, like when I put on a pink gloss, my lips pull really red and they make the gloss or whatever I have on my lips look really, really pink. So I've learned that when I use a peachy or a little bit more corally sheer gloss, even if I put it on top of a nude or on top of a, you know, any sort of lipstick, it doesn't make the color look more pink. It just keeps it like nude and a little bit pinky, like a peachy nude color. So I really, really like that. This is one of my favorite glosses. My sister gave this to me. It's by Makeup Forever. It's their Plexi Gloss, and my favorite is in color 202. Now we have some random beauty favorites, and then we'll get to the anxiety, and then we'll get to the fun stuff. I just wanted to tell you guys about this hair oil. This is by Wella, and it's their Oil Reflections Luminous Smoothing Oil. I have been using this on and off for years. I got it when I went to Pennsylvania for the first time to visit my best friend Sierra. We went to Ulta. They had this. I became obsessed with it. It was pretty soon after I first dyed my hair light, and then I used it all up, and we can't really get Wella anywhere, like at least in Canada. And when I was in Miami, Mike and I went to Ulta, and I went in needing to get this oil because I just felt like it was the best oil ever, especially for blonde hairs. Blonde hairs. Especially if you have blonde hair, it just makes your hair so shiny. And honestly, whenever I smell it, I feel like I am like, I think I was 18, 19. I feel like I'm 18 or 19 again, like in Pennsylvania, like not a care in the world, like the good days. It's one of the only things that makes second day or third day hair look good for me, which is great. And then for perfume, I always treat myself to a new perfume. If you want to hear the full story of how I accidentally bought this $300 perfume, check out my IGTV part 2 of my haul because I tell the full story. This is by Tom Ford. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It's the Soleil Blanc. I have the Eau de Parfum. And at first when I got this, I kind of regretted it because I was like, oh my gosh, I have like 4 other beachy perfumes. But what I really like about this one and why I don't regret it so much anymore is because it has a different scent and a different undertone, and I feel like all of them, even though they kind of smell the same and have similar notes, they do smell different, and I would almost say it's hard for me to like really smell with the oil on my hands. I would say this has a little bit more of a sandalwoody, ambery undertone, and it's a little bit more sensual but still beachy and not like musky at all than the other ones I have, which are like Replica, Clean Beach Day, Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder. I feel like this is the grown-up Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder. The next thing I want to talk about are some favorite products that I've been using to help with my anxiety naturally. If you watch my video or my vlog from last week, I talk about kind of how I feel about medications and opening up about the whole depression and anxiety struggle I've been having. I started looking at natural supplements, and I actually went to the health food store because I wanted to get valerian root oil, but they didn't have it at the health food store I went. And so then I was just asking her like, what's good for anxiety, like do you have any recommendations? And she showed me these natural supplements by the brand Viva, and at first I was like, oh no, like I had no interest like in these little like, I don't know, like I thought that they would be sort of like placebo effects. I read the ingredients and right away I was like, wow, like I know what these ingredients are. I know that they're helpful for anxiety. This can't hurt. Why don't I try it? So it has ashwagandha, American ginseng, holy basil, passion flower, L-theanine. You take 2 a day. I take them after I've had my coffee, and you can take them with food, without food, and I don't know if it's like a placebo effect. It's been like 4 or 5 days. I mean, I've been having a pretty good week, I do have to say. Like I don't have that pit in my stomach. I have to say, I feel like I don't have as much of like a weight on my chest. I don't know. I don't know if it does anything. I don't know if it's a placebo effect, but I just thought I would share it with you guys. I showed those on Instagram, and I got some messages from some viewers who were offering their natural solutions, and I really am open to anything. In the past, my depression has been situational depression. My anxiety, I had an idea of what was causing it. This time, I didn't know, which made it really hard for me to try and take care of it because I can be a very proactive person. Like when I went through difficult times last year and I was depressed, yes, I was depressed, but at the end of the day, I was like able to mentally work through it and like process everything. One of my viewers told me about this. It's called 5-HTP. It just kind of helps with mood stabilization, and it's natural, and I've read a lot online about it after she told me about it. I was trying all these things. Maybe it works, maybe it's a placebo effect, but I feel better, so that makes me feel better. But something I have really actually been loving is Monk. I'm sure you guys have heard this, and I purchased these myself. The company does not know who I am, but basically these are, okay, they kind of look like vape pens, but they are not vapes. They have no nicotine, no tobacco, no CBD, no THC. It's basically, the way I could describe it to you is sort of like a personal essential oil diffuser, which I actually need to purchase a new one because I broke mine. I've seen so many YouTubers over the years talk about these, and I finally decided to purchase them when they had a sale. So basically what you're supposed to do is inhale through your mouth and exhale through your nose. Getting the hang of it for me has been a little bit hard. It's really hard for me to blow out of my nose and nothing out of my mouth. When I do it, I really have to focus on exhaling through my nose. So I feel like it almost does help me when I'm having like a very anxious moment, because I kind of just have to like focus my mind on exhaling properly. Not that it does anything bad. There's no evidence that shows that anything bad happens in your lungs. It's just apparently easier for our body to process. So I've been using this. I have Ocean, Vibrant, Zen, and Sleepy. I really like Ocean. I like Zen. Vibrant is okay. Sleepy kind of reminds me of inhaling like a Bath & Body Works mahogany teakwood candle, so probably wouldn't recommend that one. I will leave a link down below where you can get 10% off. And my last little favorite of the month, I actually have 2 new favorites. If you want to hear more about my thoughts and like why I don't do so many luxury videos and stuff like that, check out that video. I'm not gonna like waste people's time and repeat it. As you guys know, I've wanted a Chanel bag for a while, and I kind of didn't tell anyone that I was buying this. Here we are. So this is the bag I decided to get. I did purchase it pre-loved, and I have a whole pre-loved video if you are interested in where, how, why I buy pre-loved, you can check out that video. I did decide to go the pre-loved market. I uploaded a video last year about my experience with Chanel, and a lot of people will comment on that video and say, well, that's just the name of the game, like it's how Chanel does things, it's what they do, like they want their repeat customers buying it. And it's like, okay bitch, like how am I supposed to become a repeat customer if you don't let me buy anything? You know what I mean? That's so annoying to me. And also I guess I'm from the mindset where I'm like, I'm sorry, but if you are an employee, if you're a sales associate, your job is to sell. If you're gonna have a nasty attitude, a mean attitude, if you're gonna have a holier than thou attitude, well, I'm trying to pay you, whether it's $1,000, whether it's $100, whether it's $4,000, $10,000, $12,000. I just personally don't agree with that. I think that there are so many people that are desperate for jobs and that would love to work and be a good sales associate and be a good employee, that I just don't have the time, energy, or patience for that type of shitty attitude. I got it in silver hardware. I really wasn't sure if I wanted to do silver or gold. I ended up with silver because I feel like it's just classic. And the reason why, well, gold is classic too, but I just felt like silver was more me right now, and I don't love the Chanel gold unless it's like light gold hardware. As you guys know, I've wanted a Chanel bag for such a long time, but I just never felt like my style was at the point where a Chanel like jumbo flat bag would really match. Like I kind of felt like if I got a jumbo flat bag now, it would almost look like I was playing dress up, because like even though my style's all over the place now because I got rid of like all my clothes and I have to wear random things every day, I just felt like my style and I guess like my personality just wasn't at the point where a jumbo flat bag would look right on me. And I know that it's probably in my head because my friend Steph has this beautiful jumbo flat bag and she wears it casually and dressed up and it looks great on her, but I guess just for me right now, I just didn't feel like it was my time for the jumbo. I love crossbody bags. I can't even just do plain old top handle bags. I came across like someone on Instagram and they had this size bag. I just became obsessed and the rest is history. If you guys want a what's in my purse video, let me know. This year I've been really into red. I love red. I don't know why. I came across this card holder. I'll link it down below because I know you can't always find the red everywhere, but I saw this and I was like, okay, I need this. This is by YSL and it is their card holder. I think it's called their quilted card holder. And I loved the red. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I know some people miss my luxury videos and they've been mowing this goddamn lawn all day long. Anyways, truthfully, I just personally don't watch a ton of luxury videos anymore. I really like making videos that I enjoy watching, which is why I started making my true crime videos and everything. I think that pretty much wraps it up, and I think I covered all of my current little favorites. Make sure you follow me on Instagram because I'm always posting in my stories like products I used up, tips, tricks, stuff like that, especially on IGTV. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button if you enjoy my videos so that you will never miss another, because we all know how temperamental YouTube can be. I hope you have an amazing day or night depending on when you watch this, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.